In this video we'll see how Opentree's cabinet integrates seamlessly with Autodesk's popular BIM application, Revit. More specifically, we'll focus on how Cabinet manages Revit projects, how it handles IFC creation, and ultimately how we can transit the project as a whole through the BS 1192 workflow. Some of the key benefits Cabinet offers are cost reductions in the delivery of a BIM project, BS 1192 implementation by default, and seamless delivery to the client. To start, we will create a project. Using Cabinet's intent tree ensures that we start with a managed and approved template. We can allocate some metadata to the project for the volume and level, as well as giving it a description. The volume and level will contribute to the project's document number. Also note, because these fields are mandatory, we're providing data assurance from the start. Notice that the file name has been generated automatically, with a zone code of A and $Z for the location. It's also selected the next available sequential number for this combination of codes. When we finish the wizard, Cabinet will create the project. The project is listed with no version. This is standard for model files in BS 1192. Now we will open the project in Revit. It's worth noting here that Cabinet will always open the project in the correct version, so no more unintentional project file upgrades. As you can see, the project properties have already been completed. Status, client, project address, number, name have all been automatically populated by Cabinet. It's at this point where we start to use Revit for its intended purpose, accelerating the collaborative process. So we enable work sharing and create a work set. For others to be able to collaborate on the model, we also need to close and save the model back into Cabinet. To enable others to collaborate on this project, it needs to be started. So, using a key feature of the Cabinet system, Workflow, we can change the stage of the file from Project Startup to Work in Progress. We'll talk more about Workflow later on. OK, so now we have a model at Work in Progress. The next thing would be to open it, or get a working copy. Now that we are in the working copy of the file, we can use the standard Synchronize with Central Revit function to make sure that we are synchronized with the master. We can also utilise the Cabinet add-in toolbar to export an IFC file. Cabinet will manage the storage and attach the IFC to the Revit project as a referenced file. To open the IFC file from the Cabinet client, simply right-click the project and select View Attached. The IFC will open in your configured viewer. It's at this point where we can illustrate some more power of the workflow capability of Cabinet. In this example, we're going to generate IFC renders from multiple models consecutively, or rather, Cabinet Workflow is. Workflow is a tool to offload mundane repetitive tasks to a background service, allowing the user to concentrate more on the design. In this transition we have selected two models, so Workflow will generate an IFC file from the model, attach that IFC to the model as a reference, and then save both the model and its corresponding IFC file back to the store. It will accomplish this for each file, freeing the user to perform more tasks. In this next section we will lock the model. Notice how the file stage changes from work in progress to model locked. We can now take a snapshot where Workflow will take a locked copy of the model and any IFC file and store it in the snapshot subfolder. This new snapshot copy of the model and IFC file are visible in the snapshot subfolder in the Cabinet client. Notice how Workflow has changed the stage to S0 model locked and also given the file a version P01.01. From here the user has multiple options, but we will share for coordination. Workflow will copy the locked snapshot and IFC file and place it into the client shared store. Optionally, this can also automatically upload the file and its metadata to the client shared extranet. Meanwhile, in the Cabinet client, we can see that we now have an S1 coordination version of our file, and its version has been correctly set to P01, i.e. no minor version. To continue working through the BS 1192 lifecycle, we will now choose to Publish for Construction Record, where the workflow system will place a copy of the shared Revit model and IFC into the published document container, and also optionally upload a copy to the client's published container on their extranet, including all of the file's metadata. And again, back in the client, you can see that the file is available in the project published folder, where its version has been changed to C01 and its stage updated to construction record. We hope you found this video about using Cabinet with Revit to streamline your BIM processes useful. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for more content.